Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Today we are going to go through a juicy, slow yoga flow. So feel free to grab any props that you might need for your practice today. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And otherwise, let's go ahead and get started in our child's pose. Bring the knees together or widen them as far as the mat. The big toes will come to touch and reach your arms forward. We're going to begin connecting with the breath, allowing the rest of our body to just release of any tension. Letting the hips sink down towards the heels. Spread the fingertips wide. Breathe in and breathe out. Using this time to set an intention if that is something you like to do. Slowly starting to reach your hands towards the left side of the mat to lengthen out the right side body and breathing in to create this space. Breathe, and we'll slowly move to the other side, all the way over to the right, lengthening through the side body and noticing your ribs expanding as you inhale. And then slowly start to come back to center, reaching the arms forward, dropping the shoulders away from the neck, and we'll begin to prepare for some spinal rolls. So tuck the tailbone underneath, press into the palms, and we'll start to move ourselves forward, tucking the chin, and then lift the gaze, lengthen the belly, and move yourself back. Trying to create a fluid motion between cat and cow, forward and back. And then go ahead and find a neutral position. Inhale the gaze up and exhale round through. Tuck the chin down, belly button draws in. Tuck the toes and prepare to come into your first down dog. Lift the hips high, pedal the feet back and forth. Now remember, this is our slow flow, so go ahead and move gently and with awareness. Swaying the hips side to side, or perhaps you stay still, reaching the heels down towards the mat. And then we're going to go ahead and find a seated position, finding a crisscross position with the legs, and then take your right leg out behind you. Start to roll your knee underneath, looking towards the front of your mat, and now in our pigeon pose. Sitting tall through the chest, opening up the heart, rolling out the neck. Staying active in your pigeon pose for just a moment, and then whenever you're ready, you can come down to your sleeping pigeon. Try here to keep the shoulders down and no tension in the neck, making any micro adjustments that you need to in order to find some comfort. Take another deep breath, and then we'll slowly come up with the head and chest, and right away opening up to a wide-legged seated position. Folding the top body forward as far as you can. Perhaps you have blocks underneath your elbows, maybe even a small stool. And then point those toes towards the ceiling. Maybe you flex and point, or just move them around. Slowly coming back up. Take a breath, and then we're just going to take it right to the other side. So bend the right leg this time. Turn that left knee underneath and take your pigeon pose here. Now perhaps you have something underneath your right sit bone, blanket, or a block. You can also sit kind of leaning on your hip in a zigzag position with the legs. Roll out the shoulders, circle the neck and head. And then find your sleeping pigeon pose. Breathing deep here. You're pulling your belly button towards your thigh. Slowly come back up to a tall spine. And then we're just going to come all the way back to the front of our mat and bring the hips high into our down dog. Pedal the feet here again, stretch it out. Opening up the heart towards the earth. And then when you're ready, our gaze will come forward and take a big step forward to the front of your mat. Inhale to halfway lift, lengthen the spine, and exhale, fold forward. Slowly bend the knees and come all the way up to your standing position. Inhale the arms high, palms together, and exhale, hands to heart. Open the arms wide, think tall through the spine, and then we're going to twist left. Dropping the shoulders and staying strong through your center body. Your hips are pivoting towards the right, strong. Inhale, arms high and center. Bring them back open and twist to the right. Pulling the hips to the left. Breathe. Drawing the belly button in. Come back to center. Inhale the arms high. And then exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, plant the palms. Take another step back to your plank position. Inhale. And then when you're ready, lower the knees. Hug the elbows into the side body and then come all the way down to belly. Lengthen the legs and lift up into baby cobra. Slowly press through to table pose and up to down dog. Feel free at any time to take this version of your flow moving forward in our practice. We're going to take a big deep breath in our down dog, and then left knee draws into nose, high knee to nose, and then our right knee. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, left knee. Inhale, and then our right. Come back to down dog. Gaze comes forward, bend the knees, step, jump, or walk to the front of your mat, lengthening the spine halfway, and exhale, fold. Come all the way up to stand, inhaling the arms high, palms together, exhale, hands to heart. We'll do that again. Opening up the arms, take a breath, and then twist left. Reaching out through each of the fingertips. Inhale, reach up and center. Open the arms and twist right. Breathe in and out. Come back to center and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step or jump to your plank position. Take a breath, and you can take your knees, chest, chin again, or perhaps you take a really slow Vinyasa Chaturanga. Inhale, gaze up, pressing through the palms, and exhale, down dog. Again, bringing the left knee into nose. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, right knee. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And last time, down dog. Gaze comes forward, bend the knees, step, jump, or walk to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Come all the way to stand. Inhale, the arms will circle sweep up towards the ceiling, palms together, and exhale, hands to heart. Last time. Let's open up the arms wide, take a breath, and twist left. Hips will go right. Come back to center. Inhale, exhale, arms wide, and twist right. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step or jump to your plank position. Take a nice deep breath. Maybe your knees, chest, chin, or your super slow Vinyasa flow. Inhale, gaze up, press through the palms, squeeze the glutes, and press through to down dog. Big breath in, and then taking your left knee into nose. Inhale, exhale, other side. And left knee, inhale, and right knee. Down dog, gaze forward, bend the knees, step, jump, or walk to the front of your mat. Lengthen halfway, and exhale, fold. Coming all the way through to your standing position. Inhale, arms high, palms together, and exhale, hands to heart. Roll the shoulders down and back. Take a moment to ground yourself through the feet. And then moving forward, we're going to inhale, open up the arms wide, getting prepared for our eagle arms. Getting ready to open the arms wide, circle sweep them high, and then taking your right arm underneath your left, either for your hug or your eagle arms. Take a moment, find your left knee lifted up towards your belly, balancing on one leg. Perhaps you stay here or wrap it around your grounded leg. Dropping the hips as much as you can, and then we'll circle sweep the arms high, lift that left leg back up, hands to heart center, and then lower down into your standing pigeon. Left heel comes to your right knee, taking a nice, solid, controlled breath. Tailbone is slightly tucked. Slowly coming up, and then stepping open, long way of our mat, and sitting into our half squat. Our right leg is long. Perhaps you bring your left tricep into your left knee and open up the arms wide. Back to center, and either use the legs to bring yourself to the other side, or you can walk your hands over. Same thing, maybe you open up the heart or stay right where you are. This time, we're going to pivot back towards the front of our mat, hands plant, and then send your right leg all the way up to three-legged dog. Take a nice deep breath, and then getting ready to step it all the way back through in between the palms. Settling in. Once you're grounded, bringing the arms high towards the ceiling. Open them arms up wide, and then twist right. Right hand will reach for the back leg, left arm will go high. Breathe. With control, taking your left hand, we're slowly going to plant it on the outside of our right leg. Reach your right arm up towards the sky. And then walk your left hand forward just a little bit, and then slowly start to lift your left leg high. Revolved half moon. Right hand is still reaching. The gaze can be at the floor. Arm will come down. Inhale to halfway lift, foot comes down, and exhale, fold. Slowly come up to your standing position. Arms will go high, palms together, and exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, circle sweep the arms high and open them wide. This time the right arm will go underneath for your hug or your eagle arms, and your right knee will lift high towards the belly. Perhaps you stay here or wrap it around your leg, lowering the hips as much as you can. Elbows are lifting high, shoulders are dropped down. Circle sweep the arms high as you bring the right leg back up, hands to heart center, and lower into your standing pigeon pose. Right heel is to left knee, drop the shoulders, smile. Inhale, coming up and then opening to your half squat, long way of your mat. Right leg is bent. Perhaps you plant the palm, open up the heart. This time you could even take a bind, really wrapping your right arm underneath the right shin and connecting the fingers behind you. This is optional. You can take it or leave it. Inhale, and then we'll move on to the other side. Lengthening your right leg. Think tall through the spine. And perhaps you open the heart or take your bind. Breathe. And then we'll adjust back to the front of our mat. Plant the palms beside the foot. Send your left leg to three-legged dog. Inhale. And stepping it all the way through. Settling in and raising the arms high once you're ready. Open the arms wide and then we'll twist left. Nice and strong. Once you're ready, reach the left hand towards the back leg, right arm up and over. Finding control, bringing your right hand down to the outside of your left foot, reaching your left hand high. Walking the right hand up a little bit, slowly lifting the right leg high. Revolved half moon. Slowly drop the palm and your leg. Inhale to halfway lift and exhale, fold forward. Slowly come all the way back up to your standing position. Arms will reach high. Palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms will reach high. Palms together. And then let's bring the hands behind the back. Open up the feet a little bit, about hip-width distance apart. And then start to fold forward. Now bend your knees here, whether you really need to or not. It might help you to release the upper back. If it feels good, sway side to side or shake your head yes or no. The knuckles are reaching up towards the ceiling or even behind you. Allowing yourself to let go here for a moment. And then bring the knuckles to the low back so that we can avoid a slingshot effect. And then let's adjust into our ragdoll. The hands will come to opposite elbows. And again, maybe you sway your top body. And slowly inhale, halfway lift. And then we'll step back to our plank position. Take a deep breath. Perhaps you meet right in down dog. You can always take your flow here too. Breathe. And then when you're ready, let's drop to our knees. Keep the knees about hip-width distance apart and sit back as comfortable. We're going to bring our left hand behind us. Maybe you just lift the opposite arm up and over, opening the heart. Or if it's comfortable, lift those hips and push them forward, squeezing the glutes, pressing the tops of the feet into the mat. And then slowly, let's come to the other side. Drop your right hand. Either reach or you can lift through the hips. Be gentle with yourself no matter where you are in your practice today. Let go of any judgment that you feel towards yourself and just do what you can. Come back to center. And then we'll slowly adjust onto the tops of our knees. So sit tall, hips over knees. Tuck that tailbone down underneath. Hands can come to low back and press through nice and firmly to your upper glute area, pushing the hips forward. And maybe today you just take the gaze up, opening up the heart. Or perhaps you can continue to lean back and maybe take one hand or both and reach them for your ankles to come into a full camel pose. Now I recommend you bring one hand to low back, one at a time, or maybe both before coming up, tucking the chin into the chest and slowly adjusting into your table pose. Sway the hips side to side. Breathe. Really just creating movement that feels good. Just stretch it out. And then we're going to send our left leg long. Option to reach your right arm forward. We're going to bend the left knee, heel to sky. Overextend as much as you can. Really squeeze the glute, lift the arm, and then exhale, bring knee to elbow. Inhale, same thing, overextend. And then exhale, knee to elbow. Last time, inhale and exhale. Lengthen through and then drop it. Sway the hips side to side. Resetting ourselves, and then other side. Lengthen the right leg, bend your knee, heel to sky. Inhale, overextend, and exhale, draw knee to elbow. Inhale and exhale. Last time, inhale, exhale, lengthen through, and drop it down. Again, sway side to side. Create movement, create space, and then let's come back to our down dog. Hips are reaching high, tailbone is to the sky, heels are towards the mat, and heart is falling open. If you can, try to avoid looking at the screen too much and just let your neck relax. All right, from here, let's come to a comfortable seated position. Legs will be extended long, spine is tall. Taking our left knee in to bend and bringing our left foot up above our thigh. Now, there's many variations to this. If this doesn't feel good, you can certainly bring the foot to the floor on the inside of your leg. If it's comfortable, fold forward as much as you can. Maybe you just enjoy the opening of the hip and the stretch in the knee. We'll come up and then slowly plant your left foot outside of your right leg, and then take your opposite arm to knee and twist gently. Slowly coming back to neutral, extending your left leg long, taking your right foot in. Now your knee still might be up off of the ground as you see mine is here, but no worries. Just be gentle with yourself and don't push it too far. Slowly coming back up to a tall spine. Take that foot, plant it to the outside of your left leg, and then take your gentle twist. Thinking tall and long with the spine. Breathe. Back to center, extend both of your legs, and then we will enjoy our Dandasana, or staff pose. Pressing through the fingertips, if you can, maybe the palms. Heart is opened and proud in front of you. Back is engaged and your feet are flexed. Super active pose. And then let's inhale, arms high, and then reach forward. Maybe you hold your knees or your shins, or you can reach past the toes. Wherever you are in your forward fold today, just allow this to be a moment to let go. Slowly come back up and adjust yourself right to a lay down position. Sway the knees side to side. Take a nice deep breath. And then our hips are going to scoot over to the left side of our mat as we bring our left leg up and over our right, just like we did earlier. And then when you're ready, slowly allowing the knees to fall over to the right side of the room. If it's comfortable, you can either have the arms out wide beside you, maybe in a cactus position. Breathe deep here and let gravity take over. Trying not to force your shoulder down or your knee. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's gently switch over to the other side. The hips will move over to the right side of the mat, Your right leg will wrap around your left, and then you'll slowly let the knees fall to the left side. Breathe, creating space and positive energy. Slowly coming back, adjusting the spine and back to the mat. Now feel free to stay right here or at any step that I mention from here moving forward, and always, of course. We're going to bring both of our legs up the wall. Now perhaps you keep them bent so that there's not much tension or activity going on in our core or even in our hip flexors. If it's comfortable, you can always bring a block or a balled fist up underneath your tailbone or low back. This helps to lift up the hips just a little bit and even more so avoid any unnecessary tension. Perhaps you stay here and enjoy this passive, beneficial pose, or you can slowly start to bring the hips even higher and adjust slowly into your plow position. You can keep your knees bent, your hands can come to your low back. My biggest recommendation here is to do what you can to keep your neck in a neutral position. Don't look at the screen. Don't try to look at your phone or beside you. Keep it still. You can have your arms reaching above you towards your toes, or you can keep holding the low back, or even bringing the arms down underneath you, clasping the hands together. Maybe you even bend in the knees, covering up the eyes, or maybe your ears. Now, even if your hips are down to the mat, it's okay. You're allowing the body to do what it needs to do, and that's the most important part. But if these are in your practice, and if it's something that you're comfortable with trying, feel free to do what you can. You may have lifted the legs in a shoulder stand. From wherever you are, we will slowly start to come out. Maybe you can reach the toes above the head, maybe not, but you'll bring the thighs in towards the belly as you slowly lower the back down to the floor. You'll move as slowly as you can. You might have to let the hips drop to the mat a little bit, but then once you can, start to move slowly again. All the way down to an extended leg, tension-free Shavasana position. And try to breathe your way down, keeping your legs extended and really engage through the core. Press your low back into the mat. And remember, keep breathing. Maybe you press the palms into the mat to allow a little bit of counterbalance. Keep going. Keep going. Once you make it to the floor, relax all of the muscles in your body. Let go of all of the tension. You may have to adjust the flesh underneath you. Maybe you want to bring the arms above you, whatever that feels good. But allowing just a moment to let all of this amazing benefits that we have created, and even a little bit of tension that we've created through our practice today, but that's the point. We're taking a moment to let it go. So before you leave me today, let's together, as far as you can and whatever is comfortable, take your head and lean it towards the left. Little bit of a neck stretch in our corpse or Shavasana pose. Take a nice deep breath here. Let the shoulders relax back. And very slowly, keeping awareness in your neck and how it feels, we're going to adjust all the way to the other side. Maybe you stop in the middle and take a breath. And then moving it to face the gaze towards the right. Maybe you lift your chin a little bit. Maybe you tuck it down towards the shoulder slightly. Find what angle works for you. Honestly, if this doesn't feel good at all, you'll keep your neck neutral and continue your breath. And then we will slowly come to neutral neck if you haven't already. And I want to encourage you to pause this video. Perhaps you enjoy a nice lengthy Shavasana and let the body absorb all of the benefits of its practice. You can, of course, otherwise start to move the body, wiggle around, and then meet yourself on your side. Slowly come up so that we can meet and end this video together. Rolling onto the side and pressing gently through the palms. And up to a comfortable seated position. Wonderful practice, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you feel amazing. Sitting nice and tall. Let's seal off all of this positive energy that we've created for ourselves today. Inhale, arms will go high. Palms together and bring it to heart center. One more time. Inhale. Palms together. Bring it down. And give yourself a bow. Thanking yourself for showing up on your mat today. Amazing job, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next time.